Hi y'all. In this video I'm going to give you a tour of my outdoor kitchen. I'm also going to tell you why I chose this design and discuss the things that I did just to make sure that everybody that comes out here can really enjoy this space. Alright, the first thing I did in picking out the wood, I wanted to make sure that I had a good high quality wood, so I chose cedar. One of the main reasons I chose cedar is one, it repels some of the bugs, and here in Louisiana we get a lot of bugs, especially mosquitoes. So this helps in preventing that, but it also just looks really good. Once again, I want to say hi y'all. I'm Don with Southern Backyard Cooking. If you're enjoying my video, please make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, and give me big thumbs up. Alright, the second thing I chose when I chose the roof decking, instead of using OSB board, I chose to use beadboard. It is 3/4 inch beadboard, and just like OSB board, it makes for a great decking. One of the benefits that I found by using this versus OSB board, with the supply chain shortages in the last year and a half, 2 years, the beadboard was actually cheaper than the OSB board. So the third thing I looked at is I needed to make sure I had electrical. As you can see from the underside, you can't see any of the electrical. So what I did, let me move over here. So what I did is I had the electrical come up underground. So as you can see, I have a switch. It's a double pole switch, and then electrical. And there's a GFCI control all the stuff that's outside. Now the two switches that I have, one controls the lights and one controls my fans. So I ran the electrical up from there. It goes on top of the beam, and then from there everything else is on the back side. So here I have an electric plug. I have one up high, I have one up the other end up high, and one down low. These are powered all the time. The ones up top, I have one of the two plugs in there that is controlled by the switch over there, which turns on the fans. The other two are powered constantly. That way I can run my stereo and other equipment that I have hooked up there. The next area I did is I ran gas out here. One, I run my griddle on gas rather than propane. I do not run my Cajun fryer on gas. I use propane for that. And the main reason I do that is the gas doesn't have enough pressure to run that Cajun fryer. But I wanted to have gas, and I have two outlets. I only have one hooked up right now, but I can always add additional equipment. The next thing I did is I installed fans. I have two fans, one on each end. The main reason I have two fans out here is because here in Louisiana, it's very hot in the summertime. And as well, with the heat in the summertime, we get a lot of humidity. So this allows us to circulate the air, which makes it somewhat bearable for us during the summertime. The next thing I did is I made sure that I installed the TV out here. This TV is out here so when the summertime, the baseball games are on, we love to watch College World Series, football games are on, we can come out here and visit and sit and cook and relax and enjoy the sporting events. Now this one I don't have DirecTV or dish or cable or anything of that sort. I use streaming video, and inside I have a mesh network that'll reach out here without any problems. So I get really good internet connection out here for the streaming video and the streaming audio. To tie in with the TV, I put a stereo system out here, and I have 3 speakers. There's the second speaker, and over here by the other side of the fan, I have the third speaker. Now what this allows me to do is, one, is I can run my TV right into the speakers and have that play constantly, or like a lot of times we just want some background music, and I run background music through YouTube music right into the speakers. All right, so because sometimes we use this at night, I ran these string LED lights. They're drop-down LEDs. I ran them all out. They are, again, on one circuit that I have a switch for, so I can turn them on and off as needed. Makes it real easy at night. We get plenty of light out here with this. I think I've got 2 strings attached to each other. There's equipment out here. Of course, you have to have your refrigerator. I've got a little bitty portable refrigerator. We usually stock that up with Cokes and beer or whatever we need to have cold. Then I have my Cajun fryer. To the left of that, I have my griddle. To the left of that, I have my Vision ceramic egg, my Kamado type grill. Then I have my Z-Grills pellet smoker. I also have my table. Now, I know a lot of people, when they build these, they build with a lot of stuff built in. I personally did not want them built in because I like to move these around depending on what type of event we have going on and how many people will actually be out in this area. Normally, as you can see, I only have 1 chair and a table, but I have plenty of other chairs that I can put out here. The reason I only have 1 chair out here currently is because generally it's me when I'm out here cooking. Sometimes when we're having get-togethers, we have multiples, and then I'll pull spare chairs out here. One of the other things that I like about this is the open design. Even though I have all my equipment and none of it's built in, this allows me, like I said before, to move it around. But it also, if I want to get a newer, upgraded version or additional piece of equipment, it's very easy for me to move them around and be able to install those. If I'm not using a particular piece of equipment or a couple of pieces of equipment, we're having a rather large get-together, I can always move them off the outdoor kitchen here. If it was all built in, then we're kind of stuck and you're really limited for space. This way, I can move everything around as I see the need for everything. I know most of y'all are thinking, well, did he do this himself? 20 years ago, yes, I probably would have. Currently, I didn't. For this setup, I didn't do it myself. I hired a contractor. I found a contractor that did some work inside for me. They gave me a real good price. Got all the wood, even in a tough period of time, because I had this completed last June. So it's not even been a year ago now. But he did it at a reasonable price, even when lumber was astronomical. The last thing I basically want to cover on the outdoor kitchen is, instead of using shingles on top, I chose to use a black metal roof. The main reason I chose to do this is these metal roofs will last forever. Shingles, 10, 15 years, and you're having to replace them. I don't want to have to replace my roof every time I turn around, or we get a hailstorm, or any kind of additional weather-related problems. This metal roof will pretty much go through anything. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please make sure you do that subscribe. Give me the big thumbs up. And if you're really interested in watching me do some smoking, I have a great video on how to cook the best baby back ribs.